join us, it's time to continue our flight.
It's Friday morning.
There is magic and mystery, who knows what will happen we might. But one thing's for sure, we never give up on the fight. From the healer to the renegade, we all share the same goal. Adding more allies, taking more chances. Hold your breath and roll.
Certainly try.
It's Thursday night. All ye critters, come join us. It's time to continue our quest. There is magic and mystery. From darkness, our friendship will rise. But one thing's for sure, we never give up on the fight. Oh, get ready, it's Thursday night.
Welcome back. So at last we left off. Bells Hells, after returning from their trek to the Fey Realm and thwarting this meeting between the Vanguard and the Unseelie to possibly put them in an advantageous position to defend themselves against the powers of Exandria, you succeeded in speaking with the Archheart within his abandoned temple, as well as bringing the unfortunately slain body of Zathura back to Anamori's, where he was turned into a piece of furniture.
Beautiful painting.
But after having some time to think of the recent events, you returned with Mori's help back to Exandria. Here within Vasselheim, one of the core locations where the war effort for the coming assault on Ruidus the Vanguard and what lies sealed beyond has been building and mounting, you stopped into the Dusk Meadow, the region of Vasselheim where the Matron of Ravens holds dominion. You went into the Raven's Crest, the great citadel of the Matron, met with some of the high priestesses of this Raven's Crest, and all of you delved into the pool of blood to have communion with the Matron of Ravens. There, she was short, threatening, and eager to lead you on an unkind trial, where you were forced to face a figure of dark Exandrian history, long past, and two very familiar ones still entwining your current fates. After which, you learned quite a bit of her history, perhaps long hidden, and her opinion of the goings-on in this wild, tangled gods experience that seems to be mounting towards the red moon in the sky. After this conflict and conversation, you all were sent back to Exandria proper, where you all clambered out of the blood pool and onto the darkened, polished floors of the interior of the Raven's Crest. And here as you cough up the remnants of the red viscous liquid from your lungs and look up to this trio of veiled priestess figures around, what would you like to do?
Prestidigitation.
Oh. Just you, or?
Anybody else?
Yes.
Want to be?
Wait. Before you do it to me, how do I look?
Black and white and red.
No. But like, with the red on me, do I kind of look like a devil a little bit?
It's kind of cool.
A little bit, yeah. Yeah.
Is that something you're aspiring to?
No, I just wanted to know.
Oh, okay.
Does it look cool?
Yeah, it's fetching.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I kind of like this better.
The red?
No.
Oh, this.
Normal. Yeah.
Oh.
I think I'll actually keep mine a little bit longer because it's fun.
It suits.
It looks good.
Plus, you're straight up naked right now, Laudna.
Oh, that's right.
Actually, oh wow. But I'm walking over to my ship. Yeah, getting close.
Leovtel steps forward a bit. I do hope that you manage to find what you were seeking.
She loves us so much.
Have you talked to her? At least here lately. Or at all, I don't know.
We've had a few conversations in my time, yes.
Yeah, we found some good information.
Does she ever make you battle specters of your past?
Isn't that what most communion's about?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know. I haven't done many communions.
This is really only my second.
Well, welcome to the stranger worlds beyond our own. Nevertheless, the day is yours, and I do believe you have quite a bit to prepare for in the days to come.
Why is she looking like that? Insight check.
Make an insight check.
Why is she?
Put your clothes on first.
No.
Maybe that's why.
I think you get advantage until you put your clothes back on.
Flap, flap, flap.
It's not great. 11.
11. I mean, she is one of the highest priestesses of the Matron of Ravens, living in a Gothic cathedral. You are all covered in blood after pulling out of a pool of it. She just kind of has that energy about her. That's about as much as you can gather. But she also was present with the plot when it was laid out in the Platinum Sanctuary and is aware of what is to come.
Cool.
She gives a nod. Do not worry. We do not stand idly by. All of us have a part to play in what is to greet us soon enough.
Is there any movement here in the city?
Quite a bit. This is but one of a number of locales where the forces are being gathered. Many various practitioners of spellcraft and the arcane are preparing for a rapid transition to the fields of the Hellcatch when the signal is given.
We came straight here. Do we know where Caliph was expecting us?
The birth heart?
Probably.
Actually occurs to me,
Do you remember where we were supposed to go? Probably just the birth heart. We can call it
There
that.
wasn't necessarily a return locale given, if I recall, but you can ask around or seek counsel wherever you feel you are most welcome.
We can just reach out, but before we do that, I mean, it feels like we're on the verge of getting on the struggle bus, right? Do we want to square anything away amongst just us? Do we need anything? Do we want to...
Just go on a shopping episode.
Do we want to destroy another priceless magical artifact?
Oh, yeah. What else do we have on the list?
Well, he sucked one in.
Already today. That was today.
That was that. So we waited.
Today already? What did we
Hard to tell. There was so much.
It was this morning before we left.
Correct, because you utilized it in the conflict with
Yeah,
the
so
Matrons
we've got to wait till tomorrow morning to do it
But
again.
items on the suck list include the Summit Blade, Dusk Hunger, the Pearl of Power, my battering shield, a tree pipe,
I like your tree pipe at the moment.
and anything else anyone wants to offer?
The tree pipe was given to us by an ancient tree.
I don't want to get rid of the tree.
We should.
I don't want to get rid of the pipe. Actually, no. The pipe was used by a tree. It wasn't given to us by a tree.
That's right. You
I found it. I found it. I found it while robbing an Italian restaurant. It was a whole thing. Or a pasta shop. Sorry, it was a. I found it while robbing a mob restaurant.
Italiano, it's one of the many islands of the Broken Teeth.
There was bakery.
Yeah.
There was a bakery. Actually, I guess it was a bakery.
I also have a Feywild shard.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Yield of olive. Garden of olives.
What is it a shard of?
Feywild.
Hey, Lana,
Oh no.
since everything happened with Delilah, do you still feel that pull of powerful items?
No, not like I used to.
Oh, that's wonderful.
No. It's nice. It's good. That's what I was saying. If you wanted to use, Odohan's blade.
I think that moment has passed.
All right.
Please look it up.
Are we still covered in gore? We're
No,
done
I
with gore?
prestidigitate.
Been cleaned up, and you're welcome to leave the Raven's Crest if you'd like.
Except for me.
Yeah, you're just kind of got your clothes on now, stuck to the blood.
Do you want to just wander the
Just
street?
in-
How was the Guar concert? Yeah.
Row seats.
So yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
Of course. And thank you for what you all are doing. Whatever it might be.
Do we leave a tithe or anything like a?
Should you feel compelled?
Oh, here's a gold piece.
She takes it. How gracious.
I apologize, but when I rolled my character, we didn't establish me having any money, so I don't know how much I have.
I don't know what
Looks back over at Imogen and is like,
He just doesn't.
I don't even need to speak in your head.
I understood that.
the priestesses step aside, and you step back through the spiral staircase down into the chambers of ivory before exiting back out the front of this massive dark cathedral, where in the open air the chilled wind hits you, and the gentle fall of midday snow still slowly drifts from the clouded skies above, kind of breathing deep and taking in the cold feeling of air in your lungs. And from this higher perspective here in the Dusk Meadow, you're looking across the city, you can see now the energies bustling more further into the day as it goes. One, you can see to the skyport, a cluster of sky ships. 3 that appear to be passenger-bearing, and 4 more chained to various points along its spire that look to be war-adorned. You also can see 2 other sky ships that are moored just beyond the walls of the city.
Is my memory right that this ship is not really like built or set up for like a massive port for sky ships, right?
No,
So it's like ad hoc.
Yeah, it's very kind of clustered together. This looks like it's they're doing the best they can with a structure that was not designed to keep that many vehicles moored to it.
I don't know.
Does it seem like, does anybody seem, I know they already seem frantic because of everything they're preparing for, but I'm trying to figure out if the satellite went out and that message, the vision of the gods went out to everyone already.
I feel like we'd know. I feel like there would be some pandemonium.
It's true.
This feels.
I just don't know if it went out while we were with Nana Mori or anything.
Is there graffiti? Is the city's just scared?
Make an insight check
I actually can't do that.
to generally gain a vibe of what folks around you in the neighborhood are.
Ooh, 25.
7.
From what you can gather as you begin to descend the steps of the Raven's Crest into the surrounding Dusk Meadow neighborhood, most people around here range from Vasselheim citizens that are just kind of existing amongst the building tension of what the city is currently housing, the slow call to war, and the arriving of masses of soldiers from all over Exandria, implements of war, siege engines, all manner of beings bringing the air that is the harbinger of conflict to come. Nothing Nothing that in a realm or a city of religious, exemplifying religious worship leads you to believe that there is religious panic throughout the streets at the moment.
If I were Ludinus, I'll say I would wait for the last possible second, cause the most chaos. No time to rally people. That seems like it would be the smart move.
Well, maybe we can hit them before they release it then.
Yeah.
That's not a bit going to roll D20 for me.
For the
Or what? 13?
What would you like to do?
what would we should we reach out to Keyleth or just
Find out where she is right now.
Yep. I would.
Okay, I'll send a message to Keyleth.
Okay.
We're back in Vasselheim. Where should we meet you?
She responds. I'm not there at the moment. I'm currently gathering my compatriots, one of which has been challenging to locate. However, Lady Allura Vysoren should be near the Platinum Sanctuary.
All right. She was saying we could meet Allura at the Platinum Sanctuary. Thereabouts.
I've got. If you have one more spell, I have a question. I'd like to ask her.
Keyleth?
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, we've talked to gods. Is there a way to commune with, like, elementals, with, like, Kamort and Rashan, since we seem to, I don't know, the Archheart seemed to feel that was important.
Oh, that is true.
And, I don't know, I can't, it just occurred to me.
All right. Yeah, I'll
She might know
send
who
her
to
another
talk to
message.
in this town.
Help me. Ashton's wondering, is there a way to commune with primordial titans? Like the gods? Damn. The Archheart felt it important.
The primordials have been long dead. But your journey is a unique one. You'd need to likely stand where the element is strongest. Perhaps even Pyra. Or Terra. I'm not sure.
She said no. No, I'm sorry. I tell her all that.
Solid. 10 points.
It's an answer.
I mean, we have some plane shift, don't we? Like,
With her.
well, maybe it was
To go to
Allura.
Pyra. Where are you wanting to go?
Well, Pyro would be for you. I mean, since you seem to be collecting allegiances,
There is also a very dead titan right over yonder.
That's true.
I mean,
Go kick it or something.
But they're dead, right? The Titans are dead.
not the one, I don't feel dead.
I don't know if you could glean anything.
shards.
Yeah, maybe they're just in the.
I think the speak with dead spell would work on that thing?
With the titan? That was amazing.
I've heard dumber things, I think.
Nobody here in Vesselheim has ever tried that.
Wait a minute.
Animate dead.
Yeah, that might be a thing to try, I don't know. Or,
Something to think about.
Are you looking for more answers? Because I'm still confused at the ones we were supposed to take from what just happened. Have we not talked about what just
We haven't
happened?
really.
I am a little confused and blown away.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
What did you think about this god? You didn't like the other one.
I liked this one better.
You liked this one? I liked it.
I like the theatricality.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for a mass comedian.
With all of it, though, she was a bit more straightforward, wasn't she?
Yeah, it was clearly a test from the beginning, but very scary still.
I didn't like the test.
Oh no.
It was interesting. She talked about looking at fate is just about recognizing patterns. There was a lot of questions, so didn't really get to ask what patterns she sees for us.
I don't know if she would have told us anyway.
I don't think she could see them in a future that didn't involve her.
Yeah.
I suppose that was kind of the point. I feel good about where we seem to be heading for the first time.
Who has that mask? Do you still have it, Reyes?
Well, I was going to ask if I could have it back, because just temporarily, just long enough to sort of pray on it, if that's all right with you. When she gave it to me, she mentioned I might be able to sort of be given guidance on what path to take, and so I was going to possibly use it to pray, if that's all right with you. But then you can have it back. Okay.
It is our communal mask. We can all share it.
Yes.
And wear it for 25 minutes at a time, and then rotate.
And you've gotten blood all over it. Thank you.
I pulled it out of the bloody pool. There was already blood on it.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know. She was the only god I ever really respected. She was the only one who kept the promise that you were going to meet her one day.
I'm kind of scared to pull the thread. I'm going to be honest. It feels like once we take the next step, there's no turning around.
I don't think there's turning around anyway, or...
I think the threads are being pulled regardless. The world's moving in this direction. As you say
We
that.
participate in our fate, or it goes along without us.
As you're saying these words, you can't help but focus on the gray horizon, and your eyes take in the bits of color of the various ley lines that still remain tangled and visible, kind of woven between the gray, clouded sky. You can see where they converge and knot in the sky a number of miles off to the southeast, where one of the current nexuses appears to be brimming with unnaturally tangled magical force. You can almost feel a vibration in the air even at this distance.
And that's how far away?
100 miles, 200 miles.
I'm gonna send a message to my mom. I don't know where you are, or how it's going. But I love you. And I trust you.
It takes a moment for her to respond, but she does. Imogen, I'm glad you're okay. I love you too. I've kept him at bay so far, and I think he believes me. I think that's all.
She doesn't have anyone counting
waiting for.
Enough? What is
I could just still hear her talking to somebody randomly.
Yeah.
She left it on. She's like, Mom! You have to hang up. It's still on.
How do I do this?
The camera's backwards. It's just
I think she's trying to keep Ludinus from doing it. She succeeded so far. I don't know how long he'll believe her.
The ship sailed on us stopping him, right? We've lost that opportunity.
stopping him from
Sending out the message?
Sending out the message.
No. I mean, if she succeeds, then we'll stop him for a while. He might try to find somebody else to do it, but
if she's genuinely trying to stop him.
not everyone's a liar, right?
I think they are sometimes.
Including you?
I'll hold up the mask. We'll see.
No judgment.
Should we make our way to the Platinum Sanctuary?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Stepping down from this high hill here in the Dusk Meadow and curling through the town streets in the direction of the Heaven Stair Mountain that looms large over the city, paired up against the still standing, still long dead Earth Titan. You pass by droves of armored soldiers, sharpening their weapons, polishing their armor, putting out fires, gathering their supplies. Each corner seems to carry hundreds, if not more, carrying colors and banners of distant lands you've only dreamed of visiting, some that are familiar. But no matter how stoic the gaze, no matter how intense the tightened jaw might be, there's that unmistakable look of not knowing what the next day is going to hold. That tension just blankets over each city street. You see war priests that are walking by and anointing soldiers from cross cultures, walking up and muttering prayer beneath their block as they draw a holy design across their forehead or across their armor. This meeting of different cultures from across the world and different means of worship here in this very holy city that seems to hold at bay that anxiety in places, but it doesn't dispel it entirely. See archers that are fletching enough arrows to try and keep them alive in the struggles to come. You see medics that are gathering their supplies and preparing for the sights they will have to see on the battlefield. You see families gathering up to say goodbye to their fathers or mothers or brothers or sisters and whatever brethren is looking to be part of the front or back lines of the struggles to come. For all your odd, intermingled moments that brought you together, for most of you, this is really, truly the first time you've been in the thick of the brink of war. And it is an emotional space. You see mounted warriors with clusters of griffins feeding them whatever meats they could gather here in this very strained period of resources. You could see them putting their feathers and preparing their barding and locking it onto them, their wings kind of stretching out before they kind of glance back and track you as you walk past, returning to their threadbare meals. You see horses being prepared for the cavalry charges, presumably in the Hellcatch days to come. As you get closer to the base of the Platinum Sanctuary, you can see very foreign war beasts, siege beasts being prepped with their own armor barding, elephants that have been brought here that seem to be equal parts tense in their known experience in times of conflict, some that may have seen the days of the Apex War and are returning to a familiar time of conflict, younger ones that seem to be unaware, instead kind of batting their tiny dark eyes and long eyelashes to the first time they've encountered snowfall. Large jungle cats themselves trained for warfare, and their kind of elvish patrons brushing them, grooming them for the struggle. Another skyship slowly darkens your walkway as it drifts above one of the nearby kind of sentry towers, and you watch as it sets down about 12 or so elite soldiers that begin to kind of divide amongst the surrounding battlements to keep watch before it cruises away quietly. And that tension still hangs in the air. That sense of even just the very magic of this world is about to snap. As you're kind of heading towards the base of the mountain, conversation, occasional shouting by commanders or mid-level soldiers, kind of causing a bit of a din and an energy to the air, but one voice cuts through. Guys!
Oh, God.
Oh.
What's that?
No way! And you turn and you see a familiar bald tiefling, thick coat running. My goodness, I did not think I'd ever see any of you again, you crazy sons of bitches! As Captain Xandis rushes up and just grabs the closest one to them with his likely Orem with his ice field and just picks him up. You wild the peoples, my goodness!
Oh my gosh!
It's so good to see you.
When did you blow into town?
Though I've only been here about 2 or 3 days, maybe. I'm so sorry. You are a vision and a new one in my look. What is your name, my friend?
Dorian Storm, a pleasure to meet you.
Sorry. Xandis. Well, actually...
Is one of those up here, there's yours?
He's new as well.
It's fine, it's fine.
very
It
handsome.
seems very
Oh, he's with you as well.
Hi.
Big, handsome fellow. Nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you too.
What's your name, I guess?
Brace, but yeah, he's much more attractive. No, that's fine.
I feel
That's
like
fair.
we both
That's
equally
fair.
handsome.
Is he your page?
Well, all right.
Is he your page?
Yes, actually, yeah, that's exactly who he is.
Sure.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm the page to no one.
Except
Dorian
Except for
Storm,
him.
no. Understood.
I thought you would want to lie about it. It's like a game.
yes.
My name is Captain Xandis Keybane. I got it tight.
We're getting your title.
Well, this very the lady, nice lady with the colored leaves and the big antlers.
Oh, yeah.
She's having
Yeah.
out like candy.
It was crazy. I was wandering the Hellcatch for days, just kind of trying to get around. I met the big scary fella who helped get me away from the crash and the boom, right?
Yes.
Just kind of got me off to the side of the rocks and then went away. And I was like, I don't know what to do. Well, they did. It was a nice gesture, but kind of out in the open, you know? And then so I kind of just wandered the Hellcatch for a few days and trying to just get back to some semblance of, safety, really. Kind of had to masquerade as one of them Vanguard folk there for a little bit. And then finally ran into some of the outer forces. They actually thought I might be a Vanguard spy because of it. It was a whole deal. But I was presented before the council. I pleaded my case. And then they acknowledged my loss. They gave me a new ship, gave me a title. And
So bad about your head.
We talked to the
Is
council.
the ship even better?
parts of it are, but you just sort of build up a customized sort of vibe. I'm working on it. It's strangely been hard to get supplies around this time. But yeah, the ship, I call it the Keybreaker, kind of as a memory of this great law. So, sorry, don't know. I rode with all of these crazy folks here, and we crashed my old ship right into this key, this big tower thing, and it was incredible.
Is it like a key, like Key-E-Y, or is it like a Q-U-A-Y?
No, like the Malleus Key, the place where the bloody bridge is.
Oh, okay.
Attack and destroy.
Yeah, we crashed his ship into the bridge hoping it would destroy it.
Will you be going back for the upcoming battle?
I'm going to be leading part of the skyship assault.
Oh, because you've been there.
I've been there. I know how to get there. I know what we're expecting. So they have entrusted me with being at the front line with my new ship, which, called the Keybreaker. Maybe I have to crash a second one, Hard to know what's going to happen. Captain Zandis, he's so cookie,
Did they give you a promotion as well? I mean, it shouldn't just be Captain Zandis. It should be Admiral. Yeah.
Good with Captain. That's way too much responsibility for me, let me tell you. I'm just happy to be doing my thing. How are you? My goodness, I've been asking around, and people were saying there was a group of kind of like the folks I was talking about doing some crazy shit, and I was like, that's probably them, but they were like, nah, you wouldn't know people that cool. But apparently, you're here, so is that true?
Oh, so much, Zandis. So much.
We came in, we told the council all about our deal. We were emphatic that they replace your skyship, which it sounds like they made good on.
They did. Yeah. Oh my goodness! I see. I wonder if that was the case. Thank you so much.
No
the
problem.
Good word goes a long way.
Yep. Yeah, we wouldn't have just crashed the manned ship without making sure a replacement was in waiting.
Responsible. Yes. I appreciate that.
Yes, he's very responsible, that one. Yes.
I like the moon.
Animated. I know, he's the best.
What? We've been to the moon.
I am going to pause this to go to the bathroom. I'll be back. What? How did I? Okay, that's weird. Let's go back to it then.
Moon.
Like the red one?
It sounds like a euphemism. It isn't. Yeah, we actually went to the moon.
How was it?
It was cool.
Moony.
It was really
Different.
cool. It was different.
Okay.
There's creatures you've never seen before. There's a bunch of blue rock at the core of the moon, and we're trying to keep bad people from unleashing what's ever at the center of it.
Oh, yeah, we have a mission too.
To go there.
You're going back to the moon. Yeah. Must be pretty cool if you're going back a second time.
Well,
I think it's a multi-prong attack, and it sounds like yours is going to be one of the ones that kicks the whole thing off.
Really?
I think so. We left high word at the council that Zandis was the man.
Oh my great gracious, I am excited. Oh my god.
I wonder if Zandis is delivering the adventuring payload.
Could be. I think they even mentioned renaming the skyport here after Zandis if it all goes off without a hitch.
Wow.
There's so many promises.
Zandisport.
Have you given your orders yet? Or are you just
We're waiting for the go-ahead. Everything's been very hush-hush so far. I just know that I'm going to be helping guide a lot of the skyships through the weather at the lookout, being one of the various people who's traveled through the Hellcatch many times, let alone to the actual Tishtan site. So, yeah. Wow, it's so good to see you.
So good to see you too.
Really good to see you.
This ship of yours, is it fast or does it really?
Oh yeah, how would you describe it? Is it a beefy thing?
Go on. No, there were clearly some other adjectives there, and I'm really excited to know what they were.
Describe your fucking ship.
Is it the one that looks like it's suited up for war?
Veiny.
There you go.
I mean, they're all sorts of suited up at the moment. I kind of missed the old one. That one was made for speed, the one they got me, it's a little more hearty, can carry more things, which is great for, payload and,
How many folks can it hold?
I mean, if it's just folks, probably put 100, maybe. Okay.
All these crazy animals, are they going to load it up?
I think a few of them are. I think they were supposed to bring some of the various siege creatures. We got the payload of a bunch of frontline soldiers, and we're supposed to be delivering to the core of the site. Right. This is not a warship, not outfitted with weaponry or anything crazy, and just sort of like supposed to get in there, drop them down, and then head on back, and maybe pick up like another load, and then go and drop that down in case it's still going. I don't know. I've never really done a war thing before. This is all extremely new to me. So yeah, I'm really excited.
Have you ever been here in this city before?
I've traveled to it once before. It was one long contract catch. Not really my vibe, to be honest. But, hanging here at all times happened. Met some nice folks. Better this go around because, Keybreaker and the Captain Keybane over here got a little respect that gets earned. So, yeah, better second time around. But also kind of chilly.
Have you checked out the Titan? We hear there's a really cool tavern and that thing's crack.
Are you serious?
Yeah. It's right in the.
You can go in that thing?
Diagramming that.
You should probably go investigate.
I definitely think we need to.
Get up in there.
What was the name of it again?
I
butthole?
I think we just kind of made this up. I think this was. I think we're filling in the blanks.
That's accurate. We ought to go nose around in there.
Well, I
goes around.
I have to go follow up with the specifics of the rest of the supplies we're supposed to get down. I have an entire breakdown ledger of who we're supposed to be carrying on the first delivery mission tomorrow or the day after to try and get things prepared for the Hellcatch.
Yeah.
So,
soon.
I'll be around. You know how to get in touch with me, all right? So, yeah, if you need anything.
It's so good to see you again. I'm so happy to see you're so well.
Well, you're too. Where's the little guy?
Not so well, unfortunately.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
He saved us. He was very brave.
I liked them a lot. They were very kind of, I don't know, uplifting sort of folk. Not a whole lot of those in these places,
Very true.
Well,
lovely to meet you. Have fun at your key party or whatever. And,
okay, thank you. No, absolute pleasure to meet you, Mr. Storm.
Yes.
Keep him safe.
Yes,
because he's
my squire. My squire.
Yes.
What do you call? What does the squire call them?
Squire.
Squire. I'm the squire. He's the squire.
I don't think that's right. We'll work it.
Squad. Everyone knows that.
Good luck with whatever's going on with the moon stuff. Hopefully not too dangerous.
Oh, it's gonna be hell.
Pretty dangerous.
Everything's
Great. I guess we're all going to hell again then, aren't we?
That's right.
Yes, all that look in your eyes when we first met. Knew it was just going to get crazier as it goes. All right, with that, I'm going to get some breakfast and do some paperwork. Good to see you all.
Smiley day.
So good to see you.
Kind of stops, Goose. Smiley day to you, too. Everyone wait up! And then runs off back down the street there.
Alive. That's so good.
Unexpected.
For another week at least.
Really statistically improbable.
It seriously looked like they were.
You said that Iris saved his life?
We had a deal.
Yeah, we surprising.
We had a deal.
Well, that was part of the plan.
Yes, he was supposed to bound
not
from.
that bad. You won't. I think
We
it's.
saw them like
We did have
arc away, didn't we?
we had a plan for him to get off.
Ira
We did
bumped him
not.
off as we were crashing it down.
Yes.
But there was really nothing after being in the middle of the desert.
No.
Yeah.
You don't ever really have to worry about that type. It always just seems like they end up on the right side of the coin.
It really does.
Yeah.
That really should not have happened.
I have a question. Is there a? And do you think this would be of any benefit? Is there a temple of Asmodeus here?
Oh, I don't think there would be any temples
think-
to
That would
the
be
betrayer
here?
gods here in
Thank you. So,
Vasselheim.
So betrayer gods.
Her big nose.
why
They
are
don't
you-
have those
or just
temples
why
here?
are you interested in?
No, I'm just wondering if we should get some other opinions.
Oh, well, I mean, here's the thing. I think the Archheart and the Matron are going to have, their opinion on things. I think they're the only two gods that have that opinion. If we want to talk to some of the other primes, I mean, we can try, and I think they're going to say what the Wild Mother said is just fight. And
But you want the opinions of the not so primes.
I guess, I don't know. I don't
No,
know.
that's fair. It's a fair opinion.
But I guess only some of them are allowed here.
Well, you said you wanted to pray. You wanted to pray on...
Yes, I wasn't planning on praying to him.
Who would you pray to?
Well, I'm so sorry. I just feel like if I pray to him holding this mask, he's going to be like, give me that thing. Or something,
he might
you
pray
know?
to you.
I don't
that's
want
true.
to necessarily do that. So
You're going to pray to the Maiden of Ravens?
no, maybe to the Platinum Dragon to just sort of see.
We're on our way to the sanctuary.
I
right?
know, that's what I'm saying.
All right.
For we may have some insight into the minds of the betrayer gods. When we were in the Matron of Raven's den fighting her illusions, I touched a thread. And
That's right, you haven't told us about this. That's right.
well, I saw some things. I saw Opal, alive, but perhaps not well.
Oh.
With companions. They appeared to be preparing for some sort of conflict. I think like everything else around here, and
Could you tell what our surroundings were?
it was a place I hadn't seen. It felt wild and mounty. I have limited knowledge on this area of the world. It's unfamiliar to me.
I'll say what you saw was what you saw was a cracked dust bowl type like Badlands-scape.
Oh, okay.
That sounds like the Hellcat.
It sounds very similar to something the Hellcat would make.
That sounds hell-catchy.
Like I said, I don't know. Not really.
Well, the Hellcat is where the Malleus key is, so that would make sense if she's joining the battle.
Long and short of it is, she's the champion of the Spider Queen, as far as I can tell. And if the betrayer gods are enlisting champions to fight for their side, I would assume that Paulith is preparing to fight as well.
The fact that, what's your betrothed's name again?
Yeah.
Devon?
Tevon.
Tevon? Why do I always say Devon? I always say Devon.
Tevon.
Yeah, I mean, he was from Lord of Hells, right?
Yeah, he was.
So
He was.
Well, I mean, if she's preparing to fight, she might have some insight into
was
what
gonna
the
say,
other
we could reach out
betrayers to Opal want.
I don't know her.
Do you have to? I don't know how anything works.
I mean, I don't know. I guess.
It doesn't seem like the sort of thing that 25 words is going to really.
Hey, tell me all about your Spider Queen. Are you bad?
Hang on, because didn't the last time you saw Opal, wasn't she trying to brutally murder you?
I'm not certain any information we would get from her would be particularly reliable.
I've had, I think communing with any of the betrayer gods is probably a bad idea. If you know someone's by nature either dishonest or has another agenda, there's just nothing useful to usually be gained.
That's true.
But I've had plenty of reasonable conversations with people who tried to kill me the last time I saw them. If there's a connection, and if you have that, you might have a sense of whether or not she's lying, or if she even knows.
If they spoke, you mean, face to face?
It might, or at least if there's a way to have a distanced conversation. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Workshopping it.
No,
Riffing.
this is good.
There's lots of things we could do here.
I know that was a nightmare, but
It felt real.
you and I still care about her. And we might not have many more, if any, chances to say goodbye. In fact, everybody here should start thinking about any goodbyes.
Goodbyes.
Whoa.
What are you talking about?
Negative
Goodbyes.
Nancy over here.
No, he's right.
Really?
Yeah.
Goodbyes? We're going to enter this with a negative disposition?
Definitely not.
No, we're gonna win.
We're gonna win. We're gonna do whatever it takes to win. We're
Or
gonna win.
if the goodbyes are your thing, go for it. Sure. Go say goodbye. Set a tone. Just tell yourself it's all gonna go shit up. It's okay.
I mean, I secretly say goodbye to you every night, Chetney, because Lord knows.
Can't believe you're here.
We don't know what's you're
What's
gonna wake
the
up.
point of goodbye?
And so we should say goodbye to you every night, Chet.
Good idea. Yeah.
You start doing that, I will leave.
Good night, Wesley. I'll most likely be dead in the morning.
I actually, I disagree. It is not a negative thing to be realistic about what we're going into and pretending everything's going to be fine. Pretending everything's going to be fine is not helping anybody. And if there's someone you want to talk to, or if there's something you want to, say, and that's how you hit the end, however it goes, and I mean, what else the fuck do you have?
What if we all, before we go into this, do like a eulogy for each other? Like we all like get up like we're there at our own funerals and just like say what we would say in case we die.
I don't want to hear you
I don't
lie about
mind
me.
that.
Yeah.
I mean, I've maybe it's morbid, but I've always wondered, who would go to my funeral and what they would say. It's sort of interesting to think about.
It's something to do, for
We
sure.
can do it up on the Titan. This is crack.
Yeah.
I actually,
The Hollow Haven, or whatever it's called.
if they'll let me, I want to sleep in the head of that thing.
It's the winner.
Not even
It
kidding.
might be our last night to do it.
Yeah,
If you're gonna
no.
sleep in it tonight. 'Cause
That's what I plan on doing. And I'm going to try and drag Farron if
You don't have to drag me, I'll go.
no, I'll drag you. It'll be fun. Yeah.
Titan staying in.
Maybe stayed in the watering hole.
The watery hole.
The lottery hole.
The lottery hole.
Now we're just rhyming.
Still have a bit of
Are we
blood
at
more to
the sanctuary
No, we're
yet?
just talking.
If you want to
We're talking
be.
about nothing.
We're
What
there.
conversations you want to have?
So many stairs.
I'm flying. I hate this.
233.
Yeah, no
Maybe
worries.
maybe it's called the brown note.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
No, as you approach Silver Talon's Reach, the majority of the forces that were here before, or the majority of the forces here are the ones you've seen here before, as well as renewed forces that have also gathered as well. This is you've not seen this much military might in one focused place, and it is kind of challenging at times to carve through the Reach as you get close to it, because a lot of the area is just amassed like military set grounds. You have tents and massive, war tents set up on one end to the other. But you get to the stairs and begin to ascend to the Platinum Sanctuary. Approaching there, the guards are present, and two of the representatives of the sanctuary are outside. And upon request, they go and gather Aurora Visoran, who, kind of big heavy coat on, abruptly kind of steps out into the snow. Oh, Wanderers, you're all here. That's good news. So what fares you all on your journey to the Fae?
Yes.
Utter success.
Yeah. Lords of Thuda. That's how it says.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Is no more.
Oh,
The
is good
NCE hopefully will not be joining. So
Definitely will
mission
not.
hopefully, yes.
mission
Definitely.
success.
Yeah, assurances on this. I want to make sure before we go into this. You are fairly certain there will be no unseemly meddling.
One moment. I'm gonna see if I can summon Coriolis back, if he's come back this way, or if he's anywhere in the vicinity. Yeah.
You did send Coriolis while you were in the Fey realm.
Yeah. Oh. That'll work.
So if you want to call it, you have to recast the spell, which you could do as you're walking here. Let's say if you had that interest in mind.
It's a
Does it take
ritual.
an
Is it a
hour?
ritual spell?
And it's not long. No, it takes 10 minutes.
We can just sit here in silence for 10 minutes, just staring. Hold on,
You're just
Laura.
whistling the whole
Just a
time.
moment.
Yeah. I'll recast it and try to summon him and to try to get some
Rand
kind of
has a horse.
confirmation.
It'll take about 9 more minutes.
Right. No, easy enough. We'll say it's part of preparation of the day. You could have called Coriolis.
But I'll take the
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
So as you whistle to the air, you know, like it kind of draws up over the side of the staircase. Kind of sidles up next to you.
I'll sort of like rub my head into his thing, rub his muzzle, and like whisper. Did you? I mean, he can't speak back, but he can understand. He can understand me.
Correct.
And I'm gonna say, clap twice if you dropped off the guard.
Squirey.
If you summoned him before he had done it, he just dropped the guy off.
Take it a minute.
As your faithful squire, I could speak to him for you.
Like, talk to him?
Sure.
Oh.
I'm not a horse, but I've been around many my life, so I speak.
From a cow to a horse.
Yeah.
That sounds neat. I don't need to do the clapping trick.
Cow's mouth.
Yeah. Well, could you ask him if what happened? What transpired?
That felt very short.
How do you speak?
Speak to animals. Speak with animals.
Okay.
I have that as part of my whatever. Yeah, I'm just gonna ask him if he fulfilled his master's duty.
All right. The equine dragon kind of steps up. Its piercing, kind of silvered eyes kind of glancing towards you. The kind of bluish coloration of the edges seem to be piercing your very essence. It's like curled horns, and it's like scaled exterior, kind of the muscles like lithe as this creature's body is, still strong as it steps towards you. It's somewhat ethereal body, just kind of holding a presence before you. And it begins to speak a language that you do not understand because it is technically
It's not
a
an
beast.
animal?
Nope. And then turns back to you and goes,
He said yes. He said yes. He told me this. He said yes. I had carried out my master's duty honorably and faithfully, and ahead of schedule, is what he said.
Yes, that's exactly what he said. Yeah.
And he spoke with a French accent.
I knew it.
Different color.
But how do we know for sure?
We don't have confirmation of whether or not the task is 100% complete, but all of the pieces are there. All the pieces are there, and if everything goes according to plan, the Unseelie shouldn't be arriving.
And it came at great cost. But it got there.
well, I suppose the sooner the better then, in case this uncertainty comes to bear. The less time we have to prepare, the greater chance we have. Very well. Thank you for your following through on this endeavor.
In your head, should we tell her we talk to the gods?
Drip, drip.
Frozen milk. Guess it couldn't hurt. I don't know.
I won't.
How are you all doing? Genuinely. There is... I can see there is much weight on your shoulders, and I just want to ensure that you're all still up for this.
No question we're up for it.
More so than when we left.
Yeah.
It is a lot to carry, but you and everyone in the city is helping us carry.
Good.
Actually, question.
Of course.
Some of us think we should say our goodbyes just in case. When you were in an adventuring party and before you rushed into battle, would you ever say goodbye or just know you were going to make it out alive?
When I was younger and impetuous, I would likely not focus on the possibility of failure. And I do believe it also helped that the one I would say goodbye to was traveling with me. But traveling with them, we thought we were saying goodbye a number of times, in multiple different ways. depends on the individual's perspective. If you're willing to leave things unsaid, or if that's what drives you.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I should probably check in with her.
No.
Anyway, to get you all up to speed, from our perspective, our forces are now gathered, namely here on Corel and Whitestone, and soon we'll have amassed enough magical means to directly deliver them to the Hellcatch in a flash, more or less. We have 2 spy units that have scoped out the other side of the bloody bridge, with only one of them returning, but it seems that a rather vast army is gathering, preparing to cross the bridge. In the near future, a number of Rudian soldiers of all walks and forms, monstrous beasts, gargantuan, armored insectoid siege creatures, all manner of terrifying things are
Vidunches.
preparing. Certainly.
Yeah.
But as we progress here, we cannot expect that they are waiting. So there is a general consensus that time may be of the essence. So, if you do wish to say your goodbyes, perhaps soon would be in order.
Should we leave today or in the morning?
Well, I mean, that's up
You're always with
to whenever you're ready. We have the better part of the afternoon, evening to have the majority of our forces here. Things are still in motion. I'm uncertain if everything will be ready for the assault soon, but we also are awaiting your arrival at Kravirus to even begin to signal our part of the plan.
So the sooner we get started, the better for the other 2 corners of the triangle to find their place.
I imagine. You know, in ways that none of us do, what your path is from the lake to the core of that city. So that timeline is your own to set out. But when you're ready there, when you're at the outskirts of their capital, that would be when you would let us know.
I've forgotten. How do we let you know? Did we discuss that?
Go.
Call.
I imagine the same way you've been letting us know a number of things.
But is there a way to communicate from there to here?
We can send messages from Meridius down. I can't remember.
You have contacted people from across that boundary.
Yeah.
It seems that limitation has lifted.
Oh, okay.
Buffy, I have a question again. After that scrap we had with the matron, we got all our hit points back,
Yeah.
and it was as if we had do we get our spell slots back? Like, are we still back
We're
to?
solid.
Yeah, it was as if it was just a vision.
Okay.
I'm just down some 3rd levels now because I've been sending out messages, but that's fine. Other than that,
I'd like to try
General.
and see if there's anything in that Titan worth talking to. Other than that,
The general
I'm good to go.
would let
Where
them
is,
pass by.
The other group
Attack
that we
the
were going to be
enemy.
traveling with, are they ready?
The enemy would
The 99, they are
didn't go
well,
as
I
troops.
believe you've said you've met a couple of them, but they're supposed to be arriving in Lake Umanu within the day, if not by the evening.
Oh, we're meeting them there.
I believe so, yes.
All right.
I would
There is a Zephyrin outpost that was set up there to watch over this lake and portal at your instruction, I believe Lady Keyleth said.
How many are there?
I've not been myself, but as an outpost, I imagine at least a dozen or more.
Is it far?
we'd have to teleport.
I likely can help you do so. After all, you need to keep your capabilities at your disposal, while the rest of us might have an evening of rest should all go according to plan. But yes, the Mighty Nine are to escort you to the city of Cravirus, where they will deliver you to the base of the spire, the pillar, the crystal pillar you spoke of, and they are to infiltrate the Arx Creonum, where the Weave Mind resides.
And then we head down to
find Ludenus, Liliana, and whoever else of the Vanguard is attempting to awaken and free Predathos and stop them at all costs.
And we know that they are mounting up those armies to cross through the bridge. The sooner we can do it, the less time we waste, the greater chance of survival for everyone fighting on the front.
Yeah, we should get moving as fast as we can. Anything that we need to do, we should decide it, do it, and maybe by nightfall here at the latest.
Yeah.
How long is it going to take the fleet to get to Hellcatch?
Well,
Quite a lot.
we've pulled in quite a few favors, even many powerful arcanists and spellweavers who choose not to get involved in politics or religion do have a vested interest in the future of society, and if they do not join in the front lines, they are at least available for the translocation of our forces. So, should we have enough at the ready, the majority of our forces should be there rather quick.
So this is just a forward operating base, and then you send your forces to where they need to be?
Between the three cities.
Wow.
Amazing.
That's the goal, at least. Always have to keep that in mind.
Lady Allure, thank you so much for everything you've done for us through all of this.
I've been in your position before myself, and I am only here because others were so gracious as to aid me and the ones I care about to protect this realm. I recognize that sacrifice and that challenge.
Wisdom is appreciated, and your wife is a very lucky woman.
Yes, she is. And so am I. But it's difficult to live a lifetime seemingly continuously on the cusp of history, but I guess that's just what life is in Exandria these days.
Final round pays for all.
So we'll see you in a few hours.
Certainly. I will make the arrangements, notifications that you intend to begin your trek soon enough, and I will forward this on to Lady Keyleth and my contact at the Mighty Nine. Any other preparations you require? I know supplies are rather scarce and scattered throughout the city amongst the various forces here, but these will do you better than I under these circumstances. And she pulls her side satchel over in front of her and reaches deep into it, up to and pulls out a few clinking vials that sit within these two small, kind of leather-strapped cases. One of which seems to carry two additional potions.
It's loading us up.
And the other one contains
right off
only a singular one.
Look at that thing. Do you also have those, Marisha?
I think so.
Yeah, we should split these out.
Yeah,
I think these were all of ours. I think this one I had, and then
I have a couple of bits.
but I also have two.
Yeah, I only have all the low, right?
Who goes down the most? Orem, Shadna.
I haven't been down in Humans.
You two go down on each other a lot.
Yeah, like constantly.
Yeah.
Constantly.
You should take one.
Okay. I wonder if who's gonna take the biggies.
Who's gonna take this big one?
It's gone. That's our.
Orm's in a different place since Seedling was exalted. So, I have a couple of basics to try to administer to other people, but I'm not...
I think I had these two. Although there's One.
We can
I
actually.
agree.
Do you want
I
to?
feel like Orange
Anybody
should
not
take
have a?
this.
I have a regular.
Anybody need a regular? But all right.
I feel like
Chutney, does Chutney have any?
Chetney has one.
Okay.
Should we? Did you take the big one?
I took the big end.
Okay.
I mean, I could take one of those.
Damn it, Lodna.
These are nice and all, but after the completion of a very first, what do we call it, a pre-mission, it would also be nice to see, Bell's Hells be funded adequately.
What do you require?
30,000 gold would be good.
Chet.
Inflation is crazy on the moon.
We just have to make sure that in between here and there, should we come across any obstacle, we have the resources in order to deal with it. We don't want a bump in the road at the last minute. Surely you would admit that 30,000 gold toward what we're trying to achieve is money. Well,
Actually, I have a retort for that. I have a retort, you strange little toy maker.
was I talking to you?
Well, you are now. Gems,
Make a
not
persuasion
gold.
check.
Gems.
We do have to make sure we have some revivify
17.
gems.
Natural 17.
Yeah, we do.
Natural 17 for a total of.
17.
She goes.
Yeah.
Indeed, you are gracious heroes. Completed your pre-mission event. Returned now twice to distant lands with information that might set us all on the path to victory, and it is only fair that you receive whatever I can muster, and tosses her coin purse to you.
Gems would be more useful than gold.
Why?
Great.
A, they can use for spells, and also because people on the because that doesn't buy as much as gems do on the on our little red moon.
Find somebody else to hit up for money. This one's fine.
So in the coin purse, it'll be
Keep giving him
400 platinum.
Whoa.
How much did she just
400 platinum.
Holy shit.
That's a lot.
I don't know.
And we'll say 35 silver. There's not even a gold piece in there.
I love that. The 35 silver feels like a minor insult, and I appreciate it.
It's just for tips.
Change. Yeah, exactly.
It's not even a good tip.
Public transit.
Gems went really well up there.
Not going to be doing me any good in the days to come.
That would actually, you might know this, Allura, Lady Allura. Yeah.
Allure's fine.
Yeah, thank you. That was just hard. Where would I find like a holy person of the Ashari? Where would they be hiding around? Not a necessarily a priest. I know they don't.
Well,
in town.
In town, the two most influential figures of the Ashari, one of which is currently off gathering her compatriots, and the other one is Flame Speaker Sokonos, who is also one of the front warrior generals helping us organize the assault. His general is known as Pyra, not too far from here, maybe about 200 miles to the southwest of here.
Perfect. You think they'd be interested in talking to a couple of us if they've got the time? Or would they know who we are at this point?
Well, they were in the meeting when we were in the sanctuary, so I imagine they know who you are and where the alliances lie. Just finding them would be the concern.
All right. Thank you.
Of course. But, if there's anything else you require, you know where to find me. I'm going to go ahead and start spreading the news.
So we're leaving today.
Yeah.
Stars from.
Thank you.
Like a brand new start of it.
So, Ashton, which one are you wanting to do? Are you wanting to go to the Titan's Head, or you wanted to teleport over to Pyra?
Well, he's not in Pyra. He is in Pyra. He's not here.
Sermonus is in Pyra right now.
Okay, he's not here.
You didn't get it clear.
Okay, I thought.
He's been helping organize. He was present at the Platinum
So he
Sanctuary.
might be here, but
he might be here. But
mostly it was if they were in town, just to have somebody who could maybe lend some advice on how to deal with the skull. But we can wing it.
I think it'll be fun to go see Titan up close.
Yeah.
Even if it's just the skull.
Okay.
If we have time.
I mean, that's what we gave the extra time to Allura for. Unless we're going to go around town and use some of that fabulous money that Chet just got to buy some gems so that we could bring some people back to life if we go down in battle.
I do.
So we need 600 gold worth of
Yeah, we need diamonds.
diamond dust for 2 Revivify.
I will.
Honestly, as many gems as we can get, in my opinion, of any kind.
How about y'all go up to the Titan Skull, see what you can see, and we can go around town and see if we can find any diamond dust.
Yeah.
It's probably all gone with the coming battles, but we'll see what we can find.
I do have a Revivify.
Somebody gotta have something down here.
All right. So who's Team Purchase? Who's Team Titan?
Team Titan, go!
I definitely want to go down into the town, into the military encampments. Yeah, I might even break away from the shopping party for just a minute.
Okay.
I'll go to the Titan.
Chet, you want to come shopping with us? Or do you want to just give us some money?
No, don't do that either. I'll also give you a loan.
Okay, yeah, give me a loan, Chet.
Pay back after the end of the world.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll never survive. That'll be great.
Interest accruing is a bitch. But Rome wasn't built in a day, baby.
Hasn't been built at all, I think.
The blood trickles from the nose.
This is it! The boatman coming!
At last.
A quarter of what Allura just gave you would be helpful. Or you want to just give me the whole
I guess it would be in theory, yeah.
Shannon!
Yes.
Help out!
I have some money. I'll go shopping with you.
Do you have enough
Here, I'm
to
gonna
buy
give what I have.
600 gold
I
worth of
have
diamond dust?
550.
I have 60.
I'm gonna give
Gold.
you. I have 69 gold,
Nice.
Nice.
and then I'm cleaned up. So take it.
So there, between Fern and I.
Tried to give it away.
One.
I really tried
How
to buy your
stubborn is
egg.
Chet being by this money right now?
Listen, I only have about 11,000 gold.
It honestly doesn't matter because we're not letting him come with us to the Titan. So, like, just knock him out and drag him around.
I'm gonna walk
You can
over to
rob him.
Chetney and I'm gonna grab his little hands. I say, "Hi, buddy.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Dorian.
You and I have not had much solo time lately, have we?
No.
I missed you.
Missed you too.
I just think, I know you love certain things. You love wood, you love money, you love vague sexual innuendo. I just think this might be a time to maybe just let a little of that go for a second for your friends, and I'll cast Charm Person on him.
I also like overt sexual.
Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw with advantage because of your natural resistance to magic.
I gotta try!
8. 2 and a 6.
So maybe,
All the sexual innuendos are running through his head.
just maybe those tiny, supple, soft, strong little hands can reach deep down in that coin purse.
Keep going.
We give your friends a little bit of money.
Loan me, buddy.
Little bit of money. Everybody wins.
Reach the
peak.
Little bit.
Okay. I'll reach in and I'll grab
Oh no.
half.
Thank you,
It's like a bag of sand.
Wow. That's so cool.
Make it
All right. 200 platinum. Add. Thank you.
And my 69 gold.
I got it.
Okay.
I feel really optimistic about our outlook in the near future. Let's go shopping.
You wanna go shopping?
I guess.
Chet, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just feeling really warm.
Hey, all you need to do is flirt with Chet and he'll give you money.
It only lasts for an hour. Anyway, I got stuff to do, and I'm gonna run off into the
Let's spend it before he realizes, oh, he's gonna be so pissed.
Yeah. All right. So Dorian's on his brief excursion. Who's going to the Titan?
3 of us.
Meaning Laudna, Ashton, and Fern. Okay, and the rest are team shopping.
Sweet.
Okay. So first, we'll go ahead with team shopping. As you begin to wander around, what is it you're looking for?
Diamond dust.
Yeah.
Primarily.
Primarily.
Dick.
Stuff to help us if we fall down.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Make a perception check for me if you don't mind.
All of us?
Those who are on the or helming
Team shop?
team shopping.
26.
13.
There's no fighting.
Okay.
Sex.
All right.
What is that?
Facts.
A lot of the businesses here that are selling more like flippant goods, things that are luxury items, are fairly empty, and some of them actually have closed today. The general air of the city itself kind of notifying them that perhaps this isn't the most useful and fruitful time to be peddling their wares. As far as supplies go, asking a few questions and wandering around, a lot of places are fairly empty. Most of what they had when it comes to anything useful, whether it be for crafting, repairing, or just traversing and heading out into a harsher environment, has already been picked up. Most places are cleaned out. And even some soldiers have gone around and probably cleaned up and buying gifts for folks at home in the hope that they could return to their families across Exandria and have something to show from a city like Vasselheim, which many of them likely had never been and probably might not have been to before or ever again. You do eventually find one smaller shop that's it's a little ramshackle, but it's only because the paint is kind of withered in time. But you see it says Cedric's Shines and Keepsakes. And as you kind of step up to the interior, you can see the interior has this like extremely gaudy red velvet painted color to the walls, but it's kind of faded a little bit. It's a little bit stripped. And as you step in to the interior, it is empty, and like the shelves themselves are pretty threadbare, except for you do see one gentleman in the back with like gray hair and a gray curved mustache and a little like Van Dyke goatee, who looks at me like, welcome, friends. Welcome to Cedric's. What I'm mostly sold out, but what can I do for you?
Trying times. We are actually on our way out, but we're just wondering if you had any leftover
Diamond dust. Some spare
gem dust.
Or lead on gem dust or diamonds.
Just little bits, that you don't need.
A strange request in the middle of times such as these.
We're romantics.
We're also working with the High Council. We're reporting to the Platinum Sanctuary.
Sold straight out. No gems here, sorry.
Do I believe him?
Make an insight check.
18 plus. It's like 22. Oh, I get a whisper. I get a whisper.
This whisper.
Yeah.
As he's talking, I can't help but swing my eyes down to his fingers, which are adorned with quite some. Sir, I couldn't help but notice your bling.
Simple, fair family collectibles, memories.
Sure. Family is very important.
Yes.
I can appreciate fine jewels, and those seem like they're quite nice. We have a friend who comes from nobility. I'm his squire, and he's taught me a bit about gems, and it just feels like you have some, maybe. I don't want to pry, but they're very beautiful. Could I just see them, just to see?
As Brace is talking, I walk up to the desk and I just start stacking platinum like a poker player in these nice fatty ass stacks. It's like look at my thumb starting a new one.
I appreciate your eye for quality, but these are extremely important to me. Such gems are not openly traded and rare to find.
These are very pressing times.
Yeah.
And I take the bag out.
We're heading into the thick of it. So we would really,
Into the thick of it.
all respect, like to know what it would take to make that sort of a transaction worth the loss.
Close the door.
Prestidigitation.
He like turns the flicker on the lantern low and pulls open like this curtain in the back, and there's like a bunch of weird forgery machinery back there.
Yes!
He's questionable. That's why he didn't want to.
Love
It's
it.
like, all right. If you're paying well and you're paying what you're looking for, you need some gems crushed down, all right? What was it you're looking for? Tell me what it is you're looking for.
Diamond dust.
Diamond dust, all right. Reaches, no peeking, closes the curtain in front between the two of you, and you hear some rummaging around.
No, none of that
You catch the back of his
shit.
butt,
That's what I was
like rummaging through something on his back.
I want to see any zirconia in there.
All right. Yes, how many diamonds? How much gold do you need?
But more than one.
It's 300 a pop.
Yeah.
So 900 would be
900. We hear just 10.
¿Qué te pasó? Ah, mira. Me avisó la ayahuasca. Sí, regresó, ¿no? A huevo. Sacaste demonios anoche, güey. ¿Y la qué? A mí también me cayó mal. ¿Sí? Sí. Ni idea, güey. Pero estuve en unas toda la noche. Sí. Y tuve que cagar tempranito esta mañana. Fuerte. Sí, yo no tengo que cenar tanto, güey. Yo no tengo que cenar. Yo ya estoy muy viejo para estar cenando. Necesito puro. Sí, güey. Sí, porque si no, yo sufro las. Anoche me paré, agarré un poco de bicarbonato y me hice una pócima para sobrevivir, güey, porque tampoco estaba muy bien que digamos. Creo que no está día de menos. Prepararnos hoy un poco para ir mañana, sábado y domingo a la feria de Vándalo. ¿No? No, el caso es que se pide ese limón. Ese limón le sacó de dato. Bueno. Whoa. Canto colorado. Y sigo insistiendo, es como, ¿eh? No es cierto. Si un padre te quitara las pulgas, perro no tendría. Ah, ¿cómo no? Ok. Salir un poco de la casa. Un momento de la casa y ponerte a la ok. Como te dije. Uno. Ok, bien. Ok, ya vale, güey. Güey, la autoridad no hace. No, me digo que es. Ah, güey. Pues aquí todos viven, cosas que están volando. En la escalera. Pero mira, es el verdad. No sé qué hablar ahorita. Anda feliz. Porque se queja mucho. Se queja mucho y no se lo entiende. Se queja cuando. ¿Sí? No, pero cuando la carga, cuando no se está todo lo y viene como dice, oye, ya. A ver, familia, explica tu pasar. Creo que es psicológico. Creo que es psicológico. No es psicológico. ¿No sabes qué es? ¿No sabes qué puede ser? Perdió a los Castachics, le quedaron 4 hombres y 2 Castachics. Y ya está como aterrizando esa actividad. Y los Castachics están grandes, ya no los están. Y los hombres todavía no hacen mucho. Está como confundido con la historia. Eso podría ser. Eso es. No, esto es económico. Esto es por lado económico. A ver, ¿dónde está la pensión del pollito? Es familia real contra charos animados. No les digas a pinche. Y no, güey, no es que sea feo, es que nosotros somos hijos biológicos. No sé qué esos asesinos, pero no le digas a sus hijos biológicos. Y eso a ella le causa culturalmente. Es un gato. Es un gato, finalmente. Los gatos son muy de sangre. Blancos. A veces, no todo. Finalmente. Es su estrategia principal. Para asegurarse que su progenie no es. Gatos son gatos. No son humanos, son gatos. Bueno, abundar en forma de gato. Abundar en forma de gato. También está Hitler de gato. Pásenme que me lo doy. Está Hitler de gato, vamos al gato. Esta Ramira, la madre de todos los gatos. Esta Ramira, la madre de todos los gatos. Eso viene en caja. Es gel. La esposa lo tiene, mujer, güey. Ay, Dios mío. Entonces, esta por aquí la va a hacer gel. ¿Quién sería Odín en este cuento? Tú eres Odín. Ella es gel. Y gato Thor. No, perro es Thor. Por eso, gato perro. Ajá. Y esta por aquí la va a hacer Freya. Por aquí es Loki. Es adoptada. No entiendes nada. Pero entonces por eso tiene ojos de loca. Porque frágil es loca. Porque Loki. Loki, güey. Loki. Bueno, nada más porque no se ponga tan Loki. Yo estoy limpiando caca de gatas. Déjame trabajar. Estoy en plena limpia, cabrón. Y hasta el culo para hacerlo bien. ¿Qué? ¿No les diste el pollo hace rato? No. ¿Y eso? Estoy bajándole un poco el pollo. Porque no tienes el pollo por el suelo. No les di. Son cabecitas de pollo aquí y comieron bien. Comieron. Los ifís comieron pollo.
And platinum. That much. 900
But
gold.
these are trying times. So your purest stuff, 12 platinum.
Oh.
Oh, I only have the purest stuff. Make a
We're not going to
perception
be
check.
snorting it.
Now I might.
As a side note, with a 28 perception, do I see anything else of value through the cracks in that beaded curtain?
Wait a second.
Yeah.
30. Yeah, he goes like, And you see there's this, like, one of the various mechanisms of, like this massive kind of, like, metal geared grinding mechanism. He goes and, like, tink, tink, tink. Takes off a ring, pries a diamond out of it, throws it in there, tink.
Attaboy.
Takes off his pinky ring, pries 3 diamonds out of it, tink, tink, tink.
Oh no.
Steps on something and is like,
So generous of you to give up family heirlooms for us.
like you said, trying times. Always good to make new friends. As he's doing this, looking around in there, you see there's like a drafting table with all manner of a collection of different types of vellum, parchment. It looks like there are examples of signatures and handwriting written on places there. You also see what looks to be like a brewing apparatus, some sort of like an alchemical apparatus with a number of brewing supplies. Make a medicine check for me.
Medicine check.
Yeah.
Wow. Is this guy just making IPA back here?
Or meth.
Yeah. That is a 19.
19. You recognize around this device there's a whole number of like dried herbs and plants, and it looks like this could be a station for the crafting of potions, various vials of medicinal or more type chemicals, so liquids. Some of them you're like, oh, that is meant for like helping cure a stomach, and some that are just for color. You get the quick glance of like, this could be used to make legitimate potions and liquids, but it also could be used to create ones that look like them.
I like this guy.
Almost.
While you're grinding, do you, this is a much easier request to fulfill, but do you want any art supplies? Canvas, some wood to make the frames, some paint, any of that stuff?
Oh, I've got you, big friend. Don't you worry about it. For a price.
Of course. I don't have any money.
Oh, we've got some money, don't worry. Chet's got you covered.
Finishes grinding, goes in, counts it out. That is about the amount of diamond dust that was requested. And he puts it all in the singular pouch and like zips it closed, sets it over.
Open it up
Scoops
and
the
just
platinum
make
off the
sure.
counter and it's like,
the right amount.
Any of us have the ability? What is it going to kill me?
Do a little number.
You'll immediately start bleeding from your gut.
Make sure what it is.
Oh God!
Don't do it, Chad. Just gushing blood. Yeah.
It's pure shit. I'm on the Alpine Freeway, baby.
12 platinum.
Does it seem like enough for a couple of uses of Revivify?
yeah, it would be about 900 gold worth of diamond dust that you paid a little more for.
Just 3 doses.
The last thing you see while you're looking in this chamber, beyond like all the stuff, is it looks like a collection of books, but they're all educational. They all seem to be based around like the teaching and learning of common, as well as kind of basic arithmetic.
You have kids?
What's that about?
Me, no. Never quite a fatherly type. Just seem to not be in my future, you understand?
Sure, yeah.
What are the books for then?
I did a bit of tutoring years ago, but it's been some time. So if any of you have any kids that need tutoring, please let me know. I'm looking for an expansion in the business.
Insight check.
Make an insight check.
Yeah.
19?
Oh, 19?
You can go buy this right now at our store,
It's true.
and you can see through it. Right here, you can
right
see
there.
Mauritius skin.
That's my Bible. Yeah, little cutouts. And then
Oh.
Don't do it, baby.
So, yes, your supplies. And he goes and like gathers up some, looks like a number of kind of easel supplies. There's some soft paints and brushes he like throws into a package. He goes and like takes one portrait off the wall and looks at it and goes, and like just rips it off of the canvas, gives you the frame.
Family portrait.
Right.
Yeah.
Everything must go.
is this his shop?
Amazing if the real owner is tied up.
There's just shoes.
The owner enlisted like weeks ago. Yeah.
Fucking squatters' rights at this point.
I hate to see it go, but
Yeah. Well, thank you for your time. Anything else you need? Any?
we just got so much money and nothing to spend it on. Anything else rare that you've been holding on to for a rainy day? You never know. Might not have an opportunity to sell it soon.
Well,
Hang out.
I'm almost free of some of my other wares. Reaches down, blows, and pulls out a small wooden box, opens it up. Any of you tried Marquesian Fusaka?
What's that?
Some refer to it as spice.
Oh, God. No.
You've never.
Now I'm sad.
You've never dabbled.
I assume you have.
You've never dabbled. Please. I gave it the name. You've never spiced?
I've never spiced.
Imogen, you spice?
I don't spice, Chet.
Praise?
I would be down.
Is it like a mellow thing? Or
How much for one of your little baggies?
Oh, I mean, this is kind of the standard last batch I've acquired. It was imported from far long ago.
Where? From where?
Soldiers have come through.
I like to know where my stuff comes from.
This was crafted in the finest of alchemical backstreets of Ankarel.
Marquesian spice. You gotta stay away from that Asilrian spice. Marquesian shit is rich.
I'll let you this, we'll say half box for 200, full box for 350.
I'm gonna open my mind. I want to find out if he's fucking lying.
You get the sense he's eager to make a sale.
He's got stuff to say.
He sees customers with money, and he's eager to sell. And you get the other sense that maybe because of the chaos as of late
He seems like he seems a little more desperate than you would think given a store that's sold out.
Imogen, sometimes under stress, random things can bond people. I think this will probably come in handy. I just have a hunch.
Yeah.
Sure, 200.
For the half batch?
For the half batch.
Certainly. Goes and takes and opens up a little thick piece of cloth and dabbles out the box, shaking it a little bit and kind of measuring out the weight, kind of like Indiana Jones it for a second. Goes and puts it up. Now, don't let that be seen by any of the bastions. It's going to get a little, weird and sticky after that.
Found this in the street. There you go, 200.
Oh, thank you kindly. Sure you want the other half?
How do you do? Is it a snort? Is it an eat?
It depends. How?
First, you rip your gums up with little shards of glass.
For a savage, there are more refined ways. I'll teach you.
All right. Better be good in a brownie.
It loses a little potency in the heat.
Closes up his box, sets it down below.
Should we head to the tavern?
Yes.
All right, let's
go find our friends.
You are ever welcome.
Thanks, Cedric.
Thank you, Cedric.
Of course. Kielsman's honor. Anytime.
Kielsman's honor? Oh, the door shut.
Is there a sign above this shop?
Yeah, Cedric was the name.
It does.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he also just said, "I'm Cedric," and then said nothing else, which I could do. Cedric is named Cedric this whole time. It's Cedric's last name.
Well, his story is like a vanity plate. It's like, oh, you're Jeremy.
We interrupted him 187 for sure.
100%.
There's a little drip right before the door closed. Smell of iron in there.
Above the table, my family and I once went to a mini golf course in upstate New York, and we were like, man, that we'd been to over the years, and I'm like, this place really run down. They really let this place go. When we got home and told the family, they're like, that place has been shut down for like 5 years. You get some teenagers your money? Yes, we did.
Amazing. We got customers today.
I love that.
Large.
So Dorian, as you've trekked from the troop and you head down to the base of the Heaven Stair Mountain and the kind of larger portion of the Summertown's Reach where let's say a vast majority, but the largest density of soldiers, warriors, archers, all manner of kind of warfare-fated figures have gathered, either resting or preparing for what's to come. What is it you'd like to do?
Yeah, I mean, when he was up higher, sort of looking down at the layout of all the soldiers and tents and everyone preparing, as you've described it, and then flashbacks to his childhood when his dad used to run strategy simulated, and it was just something he loved. He hated it so much, but as he sort of observed it and walked through it, he was enamored with the human element of it, and his curiosity got the better of him. Just sort of watching these people come together and the different ways, the sadness, the camaraderie, the hope of soldiers heading off to battle, and he sort of starts milling through these encampments, and I don't know, he's just inspired by the feel of it, the very human element of it, he's going to use his background feature for the first time ever by popular demand, and he's going to start to dip in and out and fade in and out of the most raucous encampments and the most mellow ones, and sort of start to play a song for each of them as he goes, and listen to the stories as they go, and weave his way through the encampments like a minstrel, feeling maybe like a bard for real for the first time ever. And like any good minstrel, he's got a few sets of chord progressions that are meant to go along with lyrics that he makes up on the spot. And as he starts to sing these songs, he starts to sing them about his friends, about Bell's house. And he starts to sort of weave the lore of what he knows about them amongst the encampments and tell their stories, and singling out each of his friends as he goes to a different spot. And as he does so, he kind of like finds his groove and does this for as long as he can, as long as we have time while everyone else is doing their thing. And this feature only does one thing, and it's curry favor for himself. But if possible, if you'd allow it, I'd like to maybe see if that performance can curry favor for his friends too. So at the end of this feature, it says, if you played for long enough, strangers recognize you in town that you perform, and they typically take a liking to you. And I was hoping that maybe we could just spread the good word of Bell's Health to the people that are about to go to fight.
That's so good.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's wonderful.
That's the only purpose you have.
Yeah.
As the soldiers take note, at first just kind of cocking an ear or following with a glance, you can't help but also hear the autonomic humming that seems to follow, the kind of jovial step to those who are carrying supplies from one space to another. It's wild. The solemn energy that has definitely clutched this region seems to noticeably shift in your presence. On these faces, nearly children, people in their late teens, early 20s, brought in to wield a sword and face their possible mortality for the betterment of their nation, of their God, of the people they wish to protect. To the oldest of veteran soldier, the scars and deep-set wrinkles on their face, revealing at a glance the lifetime of hardship and choices and vigorous honor that binds them to the war once more. And with each face that meets yours, you can see that comfort melt a part of them away. And more so than playing for money in a tavern, or playing to distract while a friend of yours tries to pick a pocket, here, more so than any other time in your life, the power of music, the ability to grab the soul of anyone nearby and guiding them to a better memory is very powerful, and in times like this, extremely necessary. As you finish your final strum and walk beyond the density of the various war camps, you can stop and look behind you, and you can see dozens of faces kind of stopped in whatever business they were doing, just watching you step away. And in a scattered pattern, they nod, smile, and begin to go about their business once more. While the three of you step more towards the center of the city of Vasselheim, the looming, shadowed specter of an ancient historical conflict, casting darkness across whole swaths of neighborhood. There stands the primordial Earth Titan that was stopped within its tracks, and the necromantic powers that puppeted it by a self-made evil god but a few decades back. Strangely lively midday, as you can see the various carved porthole-like windows amongst various parts of its body. You can see the kind of bits of flower bed-like structures that adorn the edges of its openings. You can see staircases that have been carved out of different parts of its body that kind of emerge partway up the leg and then return back into a shadowed interior. This interesting, odd little place here in the middle of the city, ominous at a distance, feels like repurposed dark memory, given a new life through color and home. But as you approach, there's still something inside you, Ashton. Something in the pit of your stomach that feels connected. Something that feels ominous. That's when we take a break. We'll be back here in a few minutes to pick up from this venture up into the shell of the Earth Titan. So yeah, see you guys back here in a few minutes.